What's going on, everybody? We are back, part 6 national quad build. Today we're gonna work on the rear end. We finally got our bearings in. Huge thanks to Waynesburg Yamaha for getting me these things. It took a while. I'm sure you guys know it's like just about everything is back ordered, not in stock, but we got a good amount of parts in the last week or so, and we will have the rest of our powder coated parts today from Herb Willis. Already checked the UPS. We will have the heel guards for that bike. We will have the heel guards for this bike. All our little engine mounts, fender brackets, bumper, grab bar, all that stuff comes today. So I'm psyched. I gotta give a huge thanks to Joshua He's actually sending me a brand new XC Link. And then when I get mine, I'm just gonna ship it back to him. He didn't even charge me for shipping, so appreciate that, man. I'm gonna, once I get mine, I'll send it back to you like we talked about. Gonna give you some stickers, maybe a few other goodies, but this is gonna help me out a ton, guys. So huge thanks to him. He offered this to me on YouTube, guys, which is awesome. So definitely helping me out. I should see my links at the end of the month. That's what they're saying, but we'll see. It's like everything else, guys. Everything's just back ordered, out of stock. But it seems like things are starting to, you know, it's slowly coming back to almost normal. But the good thing is, huge thanks to Waynesburg Yamaha getting me my bearings, my pins, seals, all that stuff. So we will have to change this out once we get the XC Link. That's not a big deal. We're just going to use this so we can get this together now. And we are going to use this shock. It's an old shock, but it's been fully serviced, so it's ready to go. But we're gonna get a brand new one, so once we get that, we'll just swap that out. Not a big deal. The whole plan today is to get this rear end done. So that's the plan. Let's get to work, guys. Part 6, here we go. All right, guys, we're gonna start with the bushings on the inside. So you can see they're right here. I have my little bearing tool right there. So I did grease the inside of these. You can see they greased them up good. So we just need to get, I'm gonna have to use probably this guy. That'll work like that. Push that guy in. Should go hopefully smoothly. Yep, it's going good. Those just go flush, you can see. Just flush it, and that's that. Alright, guys, so I just confirmed. I thought this seal went on the bearing side. The outside of this actually goes on the inside. So that means we need to push this down a little more, probably just a little more than the length of that little bearing tool I'm using. So we'll just keep going down with this. Should be able to get it down enough. Just a little past the flush mark. That looks pretty good. So we will take this out. And then we can, we've got grease all over this thing. I'm gonna get that guy out. And then we can throw our seal in there. All right, so this one we can use a larger tool for the seal. Push it down. Use our same little extension here. and then do this again. Push this down till it's flush. This will go in very easy, obviously. That's good right there. So that's one side. We're gonna flip it around and do the other side now. Get this out of my way. So you can see that right there is good. So now we'll just flip it. We will get our other one ready. Oh, we gotta find it. Oh, right here. So we get the other one right there. A little extension tool. And now we can send this one. Send it. You guys can see that? Hopefully you can see that. I'm just gonna go flush. I think going flush is plenty. Get this out. Definitely an exciting day today to get this rear end on. I've been dying to get this part of the build done. I can move on to other parts. So definitely awesome. All right, so pop our seal in there, large bearing tool, and our extension. Just like that, and send it again. All right, now it will be time for the bearings next. So now we can start, we can start with this one. I just have to see if I have, we're gonna have to lift, we're gonna have to push this press down a little more. We do need a little more clearance. So we'll drop this one more spot. Probably have to stack a plate or two, see where we're at. So I think we're just gonna try. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go way up, way up. Probably all 4 of these. I think that will be, I don't know. We may have to, that may be all right, we'll see. All right, we'll get our bearings. So guys, what I like to do is normally you just push one of these on each outside end. A couple of XC guys have told me push 2 in on each side, and that's just going to give you a little more longevity, a little more peace of mind. The chances of these going are slim to none. You will get a ton of life out of these. I've been doing this for a while, and it definitely makes the swing arms last. If you don't catch these in time, what will happen is you will end up oblonging this section of the swing arm, rendering it useless, and you'll have to throw it out. The beautiful powder coating job, all that stuff gone. So we always push 2 on the outside, and that seems to do the trick as far as not having any issues on bearing failures or any time, never having one let go. So that's just a good trick I've learned over the years. You guys should try it out. Let me know how it does, because it definitely works well. All right, so let's try. So I'm wondering if I should try to do the same thing with this. Yeah, I think I will. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing. Now guys, this is important. Do not press this like that. You have to put something in the middle of this, because, and you can ask me how I know this. I learned the hard way, guys. I learned the hard way, and I was still able to use it, but I kind of ruined it where I actually bent this down. So you got to put something in that space just to stop this from bending and ruining it. So I just use these bearing tools. I mean, these things work great. I got 4 of them that like fit just about perfect, you know what I mean? So you can stack washers, use a socket. I just did a dirt bike swing arm, and I use these in combination with some feeler gauges just to get this tight where you're not bending it. So that's very important, guys. Make sure you do not bend this with nothing in the middle, because you'll ruin it. I'm telling you right now, you'll ruin it. All right, we're gonna have to go way down with this thing. Get this started. All right, that looks pretty good. Let's send it. You guys can see it, hopefully. And we'll send it down. We're gonna stack another one, like I said, right on top of it. So we'll just do that. Get another bearing. And do it one more time, and these will just go flush. What I'm gonna do now is, I think that one's going a little crooked. Now I know why it's tougher. It's because I'm pushing the other bearing too. Just get those flush. That's it. All right, now we flip it over and do it again. Get our last and final bearing. Almost guys, the boring stuff is almost over. This stuff's tedious, that's for sure. Definitely takes a little time setting all these bearings up, getting them all in, seals and all that stuff. That's the last one. The last bearing I have to push on this entire quad, so it's definitely a good feeling. I've definitely pushed a lot of bearings in. Alright, so what we're going to do, we can take these out, put these away. we are just going to add more grease with these. Just pack it tight. And we can put our pins in. Lay this down. Don't be afraid to use the grease. Get it in there. Work it in with your fingers. Don't be afraid to get dirty, guys. It's fine. Oh, I think this one we may have to push in a little more. Looks like it's sticking out a little bit. I think we'll have to just get that one down a little more. See it, guys? See how it's sticking out a little bit? I think we're gonna have to just pop that one down a little more. So we will get these again. That's not gonna make it fit in the engine and the frame very easily, so we'll just get these back in. Give this one just a quick press. Yeah, you can see it's off just a tiny little bit. Oh yeah, that's good. That's better. I think just to be safe, we will just give this one a little final press. That's why we know we're good. All right, now we can continue. We'll get the washers on there, and then the dust caps, the pins first, then the washers and dust caps. All right, so you got your washers. Now for these, I like to go like this. I like to take the rubber out, go like that, and then tap this on like that. That's not actually, I can do it like that maybe. Maybe we can do it like this. Oh yeah, there you go. That's how you want to do it. So what you'll do is you can send that down, take the rubber out, throw your washer in there. Then you can put the rubber in. Make sure this is centered. Otherwise, it's going to be off when the pin goes through it. All right, so then you can just tap this down. Push the pin in. All right, now it's time for our Gland Innovations chain slide. If I can find it. Ah, here it is. We already have our 10. A little bit of red Loctite, guys. Then you can put this in place. Tighten her up. This is ready to install on the freaking quad, guys. I am pumped. I am pumped. I've been waiting for this day for a while. So this is a big day. Big day when the rear end comes together, that's for sure. All right, we want to get set up, get all our stuff over there, get the tools we need, and get this on the quad. Alright, I'm gonna try to tap this in. Normally I just grind this, but I think this will go. Yep, went pretty good. Just try to get it in line. That looks pretty good. We'll get the bolt if I can find it. This one. Yes, that one right there. Alright, grease your bolts up, guys, alright? Grease them up. It's gonna make any kind of future work maintenance that much easier to take this stuff off. It'll help them from getting corroded and rusty. So grease them up. Right, so I'm going to go, I guess it doesn't matter which way. This is gonna have to get tapped in. See if I can actually like get the drill. That's good enough. Once we tighten it up, it'll pull it in. So we can put the nut on there for now, mostly. Give it a couple more taps. Alright, we can throw the linkage on. This should hopefully just slide in. Oh, that went nice. Alright. Grease the bolt up, guys. You can see I got some grease on there. Line it up. We can find, oh, right here, there's the nut. There's the washer and the nut. Put that on there. We'll tighten this stuff up after. Alright, now it's time to get the swing arm in place. So sometimes this is easy, sometimes it's a pain. So we'll see. Oh, I think it may be. Oh, I think it's gonna be okay. This is why I leave the engine loose, guys. Because it gives you room to move it around and get it right in place. So we just gotta wind this up. There we go. Of course, we are using the Gland Innovations greasable pivot bolt. You guys have seen that before. Definitely a great product. Another item, I think it's a must-have for maintenance. Taking this on and off if you ever have to. It's not gonna rust on there, stuff like that. You know, the Hondas, especially the Hondas, are known for that. I've never had an issue with the Yamahas, but it definitely makes it easier, that's for sure. So we won't tighten up everything yet. We will get our shock into place next. Remove the shock bolt, grease it up, guys, grease it up. Don't be cheap on the grease. All right, we'll just get this started right there. Being our revalve shock for the wing. Probably gonna give this a little couple of taps. Look at that, bang. All right, now we will connect the linkage. Now we will connect the shock first. Just slide this up. I'm gonna have to lift up the swing arm a little bit. Get this to line up. Right about there. That goes over here. And then you put your pin on and you bend it over. This pin is extra long. That's okay though. Alright, now we can do the linkage. Right, so this you got to kind of lift up. You gotta lift up the swing arm, line it up like that, and then you can slide the bolt in. The greased up bolt you can see, nice and greasy. Boom, just like that. Now this thing is freestanding. You can see it off the ground under its own power. So this we will not tighten up. We'll just put the nut on it because we're going to change this out and the shock out. So actually we may just tighten it up so it doesn't fall off, but for right now, actually we'll tighten all this stuff up now so it's done. All right guys, we did flip that around. It was bothering me. So all the bolt heads are matching, all the nuts are on the other side. So we're going to tighten this up real quick. Just one at a time. Tighten them up. We'll have to do this one with 2 open end ratchets. Oh yeah, that's tight. We can tighten the rear shock, even though we're going to take it out, but this way nothing falls off. Tighten up. Good. Alright guys, it's time to get the carrier in. We greased it up. Make sure, don't skimp on the grease guys. Both sides, grease it up. We got our LSR carrier, dual row. These are great. I've been running these for a while. The OEMs are just as good. I do have one I need to rebuild. It'll be a spare for me on the shelf. Like I always tell you guys, I always have a couple. Alright guys, so all this extra grease. Put some of that right in the carrier, right? Right in there. Always good. Grease it all up. Nice. And we'll just clean this up. That's gonna go there. I've showed you this trick before, guys. I like to put grease in between the seal in here, fill it up. Just gonna help keep dirt out. It's a good little trick. Both sides. Alright guys, so for my setup, I did this ahead of time. I countersink my bolt heads for my sprocket. You can see the tapered bolt. You can see how that's nice and recessed in. Gives a perfect fit. This is just for my setup, guys. You don't have to do this, but this is what I do for my setup. I run a single sprocket guard. Get some grease on the splines. Alright, we're going to send this thing in. Look at that, and we already got grease for the other side now. RPM Dominator 2 axle. It's the axle I've always ran. These things are solid. I've never bent one yet, so that's always a good thing. There we go, that's better. Got a clip in there. That in there, the caliper hub, and then we will get our lock nut. We'll do the braking components after. I'd like to do a separate video on the braking stuff, so we'll just get this ready. And then we'll do that after the BP brake stuff. This we're just gonna hand tighten for now. And we'll tighten this up once it's on the ground. All right, feels good. We can put the Sprocket Guard together. Land Innovations Digger Sprocket Guard. This thing is a beast. I ran the same one last year, 1/2 inch. Thing's a beast. So basically what this setup is, you have to just space out the guard from the sprocket, just so you have proper clean out and there's no drag on the chain or anything. So basically it's just 5 washers, stack 5 washers on that. We'll have 1 washer to go over the sprocket guard after that. Tighten it up. And then we can throw the sprocket guard on there. Just like that. And like I said, a washer on each bolt. And then our nuts. And this is a Sunstar sprocket. That's all I've been using for a very long time now, guys. Sunstar chain and sprockets. It's basically their highest level ATV O-ring chain. Solid setup. All right, we'll tighten this up quick. Alright, that is the sprocket guard. Look at that thing, guys. Freaking thing's a beast. Not bad, not bad. Alright, that's in. We will tighten this, snug it up for now just as much as we can. It's pretty good. Get all this extra grease out of here. I always start with the larger spacer first, then my hub, then my smaller spacer, and then the nut. We won't tighten these just yet, we'll just snug them up because we still got to put our mud plugs on in there once we get those done later. Alright guys, we had to pause for a minute because we got the notification, the old UPS notification. Look what arrived. So we have the last of our colored parts. We have our ASV lever. We needed one for the brake, and it looks like that linkage came today. So We probably won't put that on now. We'll probably just wait till the shop comes in, or maybe we will. We'll see. Well, we'll start with the link. Show you guys. Actually, no, this is the ASC lever. So we'll show you that. I know you guys have seen these before. Pretty normal. So that's pretty much it right there. Same as my other ones. We did get the dust cover for it. That's a new touch for this year. Alright, so that's that. Get that out of the way. So this is the link, guys. Again, huge thanks to Joshua Heem. Hopefully that's how you pronounce it. Oh, looks like he gave me, alright, so here is the link, XC link. And he gave me a hat. So I'm assuming this is his business, so that's pretty cool. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. We'll keep that. Put that in a safe spot. Alright, so now the good stuff, guys. Now the good stuff. Sport bike paddle coating. The final colored parts. Final colored parts. So awesome. Finally have that done. Huge thank you to Herb Willis, as always. He always takes great care of me getting all this stuff done. Alright guys, we got everything opened up. I'm gonna let you see it. Check this stuff out. Herb Willis Sport Bike Powder Coating. He always kills it, guys. He always kills it. So we got one set of heel guards for that girl. One set of foot pegs, and I did the foot pegs, guys. I did the foot pegs the same as my engine covers. So I did these a little different. I thought that would look kind of cool. I mean, this is definitely awesome. Look at that, dude. So freaking sweet. So then we got the blue set for the new quad with another set of foot pegs. And look at these foot pegs, guys. RJR. You guys have never seen foot pegs like this, right? Don't even try to tell me, because these are the best ones. Trust me, they're the biggest. Look at how wide these are, dude. These things are insane. Look at the kick up. That's like 2 inches. These are extremely aggressive. Solid. These are steel. You're not breaking these, guys. Not breaking these. And one of these sets is a year old. And they're both straight. One's new, one's a year old. You can't even tell. You can probably tell, actually. See what oh yeah, these are the older ones. Alright, so you can see right here. See those? Those are the used ones. See the worn out teeth? Look at those. See that? So, that's the old set. It's tough to tell on the outside one. Oh, I see it. You can tell right here. This guy right here is the old one. See the teeth? See them? Flattened? So, that is for the practice bike. This one is for the new bike. But I do have a set of his new ones coming out, which is a whole new foot peg design. I want to say it's, I won't say until I get them, but I ordered a set. We have the bumper and the grab bar for this girl. Boom, add some color. We have all our little parts, fender brackets, engine mounts, that stuff like that. I've got the grab bar, you know, that goes in the back. So I think what we'll do is we'll take a couple minutes. I think we'll bolt on the foot pegs real quick. We'll pop on the bumper, give this girl some color. So let's get that done right now. All right, we'll start with the bumper. Give this girl some color. I'll show you guys the insert too. It's the same color. I always do, same color as the engine covers and the foot pegs. It's that like metallic black. Really looks good. Show this thing. Check it out. That looks sweet, right guys? I'm really just gonna throw this stuff on loosely, guys, just to show you. Now we still gotta tighten up all the engine stuff. But I just want to see what this thing's gonna look like. have these like so. We'll get our bolts out of this. Bracket on for the engine mount. Carries off easily. Slide this in here. Oh. This will go like that. Need a little bolt for that guy. Then we have the bracket. I'm not sure which one it is. I think it's this one. Is it that one? I'm not sure. No, it's definitely not that one. Goes like that. All right, we need another bolt for that. Just do it loosely. Longer bolt for that. This guy goes on the inside, which is tricky. Actually. Zip these in quick. Alright, those are tight. That's tight. We're just gonna get this nut on in here. No. Alright, that's that. I can tighten these. I think that's a 13. Alright, we'll get this other side done quick, and I think that'll be a wrap for today's part. I think we got a good amount done. Foot peg. Bolt for that. Probably gonna have to hit up Ace Hardware again. I am running out of bolts. These ones really aren't quite long enough, but they'll hold it for now. I can get those in after. There we go. Tighten that back in. Alright, tighten the foot peg. May not be long enough to see. Pretty good. Alright, and then we'll just tighten up foot pegs on the bottom over here. I think now, guys, it is starting to look like something. Big time now. Damn it, I'm dropping everything. All right, guys, that's a wrap for part 6. Once again, a huge thank you to Josh Heem for the link. Another huge thank you to Herb at Sport Bike Powder Coating and Waynesburg Yamaha getting these last bit of parts done. Let you guys see her. She is looking more and more like a quad. I didn't get a chance to put the subframe back on, but you know, it'll look like that, kind of. So definitely shaping up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this part. Give me a thumbs up, guys. That helps me a ton. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I'm doing. And thanks for watching as always, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, peace.